This is because this is our party. We spent a lot of energies building it. The first fundamentals, the theoreticals, the ideas, the ideological positions, we were largely responsible.
Those remarks by former Chief for Military Intelligence and Internal Security Organization, retired Lieutenant General Henry Tumukunde, has sparked a debate on the role of the army in politics. In his report, Tumukunde said the manifestation of today's political landscape is intrinsically linked to the liberation struggle in 1981, where many of the president's acolytes also had political ambitions.
We did not go to the bush because we were seeking career. So if some of us leave the army and choose to go the political course, we shouldn't be misunderstood.
Tumukunde was last night appearing on the Newsnight segment, which ran on the NTV Tonight Bulletin at 9 p.m. Though he's now retired, Tumukunde revealed that even when he was a serving army officer, his allegiance was with the NRM.
Perpetually, I've been a member of NRM. You notice very well, sir, that for all the many years, I have never pretended to belong to
the NRM. For revolutionary organizations like the NRM and the SPLM in South Sudan, the lines of the party ideological orientation and its armed wing are blurred. However, FDC spokesperson Ibrahim Uganda says Tumukunde only confirmed their suspicions. Samaju says President Museveni has made the UPDF an extension of the NRM.
He's just being frank. In fact, the country must thank him. He's one of those who occasionally will tell you the truth. Many of the military officers are actually NRM operatives.
The army has on several occasions denied accusations that they are partisan. NRM Deputy Secretary General Richard Tudong says the devotion of the army to the party is inevitable.
That one person is the president, that one person is the party chairman, that one person is a presidential candidate of a political party that is running for an office, and that one person is the commander-in-chief. So if that is wrong for Ugandans, then Parliament should go back and review that law. Because for me, I don't speak outside the law. This is what the law offers.
Article 208, Clause 2 of the Ugandan Constitution states that soldiers must be non-partisan and are expected to be subordinate to the civilian authority.
So I don't see why all this is worrying Ugandans. Stick to competence. Philosophical competence, ideological competence.
The other contentious issue has been the Army's involvement in Parliament and a multi-party dispensation. Currently, the Army has 10 representatives in the National Assembly, and critics have accused them of openly supporting the ruling party. Chris Pikahero, the coordinator of Citizens Coalition for Electoral Democracy, says the decision to accept Army representatives in the House was a blanket check, which should be revised.
I think for Uganda to cure the existing problem, we should have had guidelines, proper, crisp guidelines, with respect to what the army that is represented in Parliament can vote on and what they cannot vote on.
Tumukunde also commented about the sticky subject of succession.
But the whole issue is that we've succeeded doing many other things. Why are you worried about succession?
Shouldn't we be worried? We have not seen a smooth transition.
It should be the simplest.
Can I
advise you on how to simplify it? Offer yourself for leadership.
However, Samaju says the current environment does not motivate young people to join politics.
The psychology of Museveni is that he must remain the only one with access to military, with access to police, with access to security operative. So as a country, we will certainly have to discuss the transition.
These were young people, me inclusive. We were handpicked by the party leadership to be put where we are. We didn't campaign to be in our positions. That is already an indicator that the party leadership is eager and willing to work with young people.
Tumukunde, who spent most of his career in the cloak and dagger world of intelligence, has of recent been linked to a covert mobilization scheme for the president. His recent appearance at a rally ahead of independent presidential candidate Amama Mbabazi cast him in the public eye as a troubleshooter for the president, bent on disrupting the president's rivals' rallies, accusations he denies. At the time the president looks out for his old confidence in an election where his erstwhile ally, Amama Mbabazi, turned adversary, is challenging him for the presidency, the role of the former intelligence czar in this election could come with reward at the political altar. Shouldn't today.